This is Media and Information Literacy, and this is the part 2 of our topic, Current and Future Trends in Media and Information. Once again, I'm Marylie and I'm a licensed professional teacher. I record lectures with less to no editing for a raw and natural feel. Previously, we are done with massive open online content and wearable technology. If you haven't watched it, there is a link below. And today, we are going to continue with 3D environment and ubiquitous learning. Let's start with 3D environment. 3D or three-dimensional environment is a computer-controlled digital setting. The concept of 3D environment is explored to mimic the physical world in media. Films are among the most common media offerings that incorporate 3D. For example, is the film Avatar, which was directed by James Cameron and was released last December 18, 2009. The film is highly praised and got positive reviews from critics, and it was very popular back then. And then, the Korean film Space Sweepers is also a good example of a 3D film. I highly recommend it. According to kpop.com, one of the reasons why the visual effects in Space Sweepers are so realistic is the use of Unreal Engine, which is a powerful real-time 3D creation platform that allowed the film producers to create 100% CG scenes, particularly those where the vast space landscapes appear. 3D visualizations are the best way of representing creative ideas from various fields and industries. The latest tools and gadgets for visualization enabled an even better user experience. We have 3D printer, which designs and builds 3D models. It creates the end product by directly building them using computer-aided design or software-created 3D design diagrams. One example is the original Prusa. At first, 3D printers were reserved for some branches of architecture, design, and 3D art, but the fastest growing discovery spread over all verticals of society. Visualized textures can now be touched and felt. So, we have here another type of 3D printer. Upgraded versions of 3D printers can produce almost anything using various materials. There is also this idea that 3D printers will entirely change the medicine by using organic matter for printing functional 3D organs. If you want to know more, you can further research about medical 3D printing. We also have hologram, which is a three-dimensional image formed by the interference of light beams from a laser or other coherent light source. The latest medium for displaying 3D visualizations using holographic imagery is helpful in various industries, including the military, retail, medicine, and other commercial efforts. Hologram might become our primary tool for visualization. So, can you imagine a learning environment like this? So, in my opinion, only time can tell. Baka kayo pa makapag-develop ng ganyang system or makagawa kayo ng mas advanced na innovation. So, that's it for the 3D environment. We now go to ubiquitous learning. Ubiquitous learning, labeled as U-learning, takes advantage of digital content, physical surroundings, mobile devices, pervasive components, and wireless communication to deliver teaching learning experiences to users at any time, anywhere, and any way. This is familiar, right? Because during the COVID-19 pandemic, students experience distance learning using mobile technologies and away from the classroom setting. So in many ways, you had the experience already. So can you imagine having online class while you're at the beach? Maybe you already did. So in other words, this is the idea that learning can happen anywhere and anytime. Ubiquitous learning transcends the old pedagogical separation of space, the walls of the classrooms, and time, scheduling, timetable. It means learning can be all around. So here are the characteristics of ubiquitous learning: adaptability, permanency, accessibility, immediacy, interactivity, and situating of instructional activities. So you're able to adjust, especially on how are you able to get information and knowledge without the walls of the classroom and strict scheduling. The learning process is recorded, so it's continuous. You have access to data anytime and anywhere you want, and you can interact with other people as well to communicate. There are schools in the Philippines that are already implementing ubiquitous learning, and who knows, maybe a few years from now, a full implementation is possible. What do you think will be the future media innovation? This question is for you to ponder. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have learned something from this recorded lecture. This is Media and Information Literacy for Senior High School.